Hi everyone, my name is Cecilia. I am one of the field naturalists with Inside the Outdoors, and I wanted to take a moment today to talk about recycling. Now, I'm sure a lot of us have learned about recycling at school, maybe on TV or the newspaper with local recycling projects, but something I didn't learn until much later in school was how to recycle the right way. Now, I have right over here my great big box of recycling. I have been recycling for as long as I possibly can remember, but not always have I done it the correct way. Now, my biggest item I have right here is a pizza box. If you look at the bottom of the pizza box, you'll see these triangles right here, and they have a number inside because those correspond to what type of material that item is made of. So the numbers range from 1 to 7, and those numbers tell you what material your recyclable item is made of. But something to note is not all communities will accept and recycle certain plastics because not all plastics are made the same. So something you can do, and something I did, was I got a hold of my local waste hauler and I also went on their website. I wanted to find out if my community would accept all of these plastics that I'm trying to recycle. And luckily, yes, some counties will accept all 7 types of plastics. And something I also noticed was that if I wanted to recycle paper, cardboard, glass, anything like that, I needed to make sure they were non-soiled, meaning no food particles, nothing like that, nothing sticky. Because if that stickiness or any of the food gets on the rest of my recyclables, none of it will end up being recycled, and it all has to be shipped to the landfill. So right over here, I have my ketchup bottle. But if you notice, I completely cleaned it out and dried it off so as not to contaminate the rest of my items. And at the very bottom, I have my triangle. This tells me that yes, I can recycle it, and yes, it meets the guidelines of what my community will accept to recycle. Right over here, my coffee creamer bottle. Now, sounds like plastic, feels like plastic, seems like all of it should be recyclable, right? Well, yes and no. Yes, this plastic bottle has the triangle with the number on it so that it can be recycled. But if I take just a closer look, it shows me right here that this plastic covering, this wrap, is not recyclable. So what I need to make sure and do every single week is to make sure I check my labels and to remove any of these plastic coverings I have on bottles like this, because I would like to recycle as much as I can, but I want to work smarter, not harder. And something I have right over here, I have my honey bottle, but it looks like there's a little bit left, unfortunately. It wasn't cleaned. So if this were to accidentally open and it got all over my entire box of recyclables, none of it would be accepted to recycle because all of it would be contaminated and soiled. And so the big focus and the big goal of making sure we recycle the correct way is to not only help the employees at the recycling facilities and help them make their job a little bit easier and a little bit faster, but it's because we will be putting less and less of our recyclables in the landfill. Because if it's all contaminated, it's going to go straight to the trash. So if we can make sure we recycle the smart way, we can help reduce all of the waste overall that we are making. Thank you so much, everybody.